Hello everybody, Sam StarCraft here, and I am goddamn excited guys because I am bringing to you a GSL semifinal. That's right, a GSL semifinal. It was played last year at the GSL in May. That's right, I did my research for once, so get excited guys, because that does not happen very often, but I did because I love both these players, man. Spawning in the bottom right as the red Terran, we do have LiquidJinro. Now, Jinro, man, he's one of my favorite players for a few reasons. Firstly, he is Swedish, which is awesome, and he is not Korean, and yet he does really well. I believe, according to Wikipedia trivia, he is the only foreigner to get into two finals or two semifinals in the GSL in a row or something like that, and he's got a great record in the GSL, which is very unusual for a foreigner. But right now he is going up against possibly the best StarCraft player of all time, IMNestea. Now, I don't think this guy needs much of an introduction. If you don't know who he is, then you don't know StarCraft, baby, because he is often referred to as the best Zerg player of all time, and for good reason, having won the many GSLs actually, well, a couple, maybe more, and it just generally awesome, straight from South Korea, of course. And he does play Zerg. He loves to play a macro style. We can see him already taking his second hatchery and scouting out the third there. And basically, when you play against this guy, you better start hoping, man, because he does not make any mistakes. He is a machine. And actually, there's not a lot of replays out there of Nestea, just because you know, the Koreans sometimes are a bit secretive with their replays. They don't like to give them out there for everyone to see and everyone to kind of analyze their play styles and see all their little tricks. But I'm really excited to bring you guys to this game because these two players, man, they're both awesome players, and this is a GSL game, so it was pretty serious when it was played last year. I know, guys, it's not up to date, it's not happening, it's not right now, but it's still an epic, awesome game, and that's why I'm going to play it for you guys. And I hope you enjoy it, because I certainly will. As you see, this Marine is going to start harassing these overlords, and we do see a bunker rush trying to deny or harass this expansion, but I do not think it would get built unless Nestea is just going to do shite all with these drones. But there you go. There you go, drones. You go get that SCV who will be pulled off, and a whole bunch of drones are going to be denying this. So, failure there, as it would say in some other game. But we do see Jinro responding by getting a command center of his own, quite an early command center, 4 minutes 40, super early command center, and an early factory as well. And as we look at the map, you can see that Jinro can actually see more of the map than the Zerg player, which is pretty unusual, but that's because he has both of these towers with one SCV, and I do believe 2 Marines here. But these Linglings, hurrah, Lingling here, are going to have something to say about that very soon. Nestea, also known for using his spawn larvae, probably best at using spawn larvae, I'd say, out of the Zerg players. I know that's a big call, but there was a post on Reddit where basically Nestea said, you know, man, if you let your Queen's Energy get above 50, then you may as well just GG, brah, because you have lost the game. And you can see Queen's Energy 17. He keeps those queens on low energy, man, because he rarely uses that spawn larvae, as he loves to play a macro style. Right now we do see a Hellion harass going on, but these Linglings are going to be running in, trying to get a little bit of a surround, doing some damage, take out an SCV there, but they do all get taken out, and right now it's just this Queen left. It's going into melee mode. Nice micro there from Jinro, managing to save these Hellions. That Marine will get taken out, but these Hellions are going to be rushing into the main here. And if we do look at the units killed, it's 1-1 for workers killed, but more units killed overall for Jinro, with 10 10 kills there. He is going to be trying to line up these drones, get some good angles to be able to take them out. But this queen, man, she is not happy. She is going to be like, come at me, bruh. I feel like queens, if they could talk English, it would probably be Queen Latifah. Oh, go down. Who would be the voice for that? She'd be like, come at me, hellions, I can't do something about that. That's my sassy black lady voice for you guys. Yeah, I'm just gonna stop now. I do like to do impressions, but they are terrible. Siege mode has been learnt, so these linglings are not going to last very long if they do indeed try to harass this expo here. If we look at the income tab at the moment, the mules, basically Nestea's had this base for a bit longer, so he's in the lead there, but the mules are evening out, and gas is pretty even, so far super even game. Only 10 supply discrepancy difference there. We do see a supply depot. I thought that was bunker, but no, supply depot instead. Yeah, so LiquidJinro, he is a Swedish player. He has had lots of sex. Oh, slight Freudian slip there. No, he has lots of success in the GSL before. Han kommer från Sverige. Han heter LiquidJinro. Shout out to all the Swedish players out there. Yes, I do prata lite svenska, but it is terrible Swedish because I'm not Swedish, but my girlfriend is. So I try to learn it just so I can abuse people basically in Swedish, and they won't know about it with my girlfriend. But right now we do see Jinro moving out with 3 tanks and a bunch of marines. More marines gonna be coming in. More marines here. If we look here, what's he doing? Yeah, he's gonna be scanning there, trying to take out a few of these creep tumors. But Nestea, man, he has got ling speed and he's got roaches, and he's gonna try and get this round on these siege tanks. Oh, but these roaches are getting owned, and I do believe stim is on the way as well, and once that is learnt, it's going to be even more devastating. So uncharacteristically, I do think Jinro has a slight upper hand right now, and I do say uncharacteristically because I have never seen Nestea, well actually I've never seen a game where he loses, just because I haven't watched a lot of his games. And here we go, the roaches are out. The queens are going to be moving in. Nestea going to be sending in all his melee units. You do see 8 more linglings on the way and more roaches, but more marines are going to be backing this up. But these tanks, if they get taken out, I feel like it's going to be over for Jinro in this harassment here. Right now, siege mode is working a charm, and this is kind of like old school Brood War, man. Jinro actually was a big hardcore Brood War. This overall's going to take it a while. Brood War player, having started young. He was playing competitions when he was 16, and more linglings going in. They do get this round, this tank, which is going to go down, and these marines are going to go down, man. So these lings, they do have the 1 armor, opting to go for the armor before the melee, which is not as most people would be like, yo man, why don't you get the attack upgrade first? But you know, when you're going up against siege tanks, you're probably going to get blasted in the face by a big fat missile in and around the mouth. So yeah, the armor upgrade is useful, and we do see that Nestea has opted to get mutas. Stimpak's almost learnt. We do see, what's that, weapons level 1 as well, on the way there for Jinro. More mutas on the way, bailing there, so that is going to be good, and he is going to get the flying attack, so I feel like he is going to start massing up a few mutas, 3 more on the way, because mutalist are a good counter to someone going marines tanks, because those tanks can't attack them obviously. And basically mutas are rarely mobile, so you can just kind of harass all over the place. And as a Terran or a Toss, go Protoss, you're the best. It's really annoying to deal with, but we do see Jinro is just going to go on and try and take this third base here. This Marine, man, poor guy, he never had a chance at that tower. Probably the bravest dude ever. I do believe his name was John. He had a family back home on planet Earth, and it's a sad day. It's a sad day for the Smiths, losing John there. But Jinro's like, hey man, I can see your mutas, so I'm gonna start getting missile turrets. But the thing is, when you have enough mutas, you can just take those missile turrets out, and then there's nothing left really until your Marines get there. And right now, these mutas are just going to be scouting out, having a scouty scout. This is what it's like to be in Nestea's mind right now. It's just crap going on everywhere. If we look, oh, I just did a replay there for you guys and disabled the sound. There we go. There's the APM. I got to remember these tabs, man, because I'm so legit as a commentator. Not APM pretty decent for pro level, but you'll see when it gets into a conflict that would just become ridiculously high, as Apollo would say in his silly little English accent. I also like to do, whoa, what are these mutas going to do? They're going to be flying around. And if we look at production, just see more mutas, a whole bunch of links. Mutas links is quite a common combination for Zerg going up against Terran, just because these mutas are really good at harassing, they're good against tanks, and links are good against Marines, but not when they're stimmed and they have medivacs. But that is really important, the micro there. See a sentry tower going down, so he is going to be able to spot with his radar. It's really important in TvZ. Ooh, you might possible drop here. That if you're playing Terran, that you get the right kind of concave, the right setup, because what you don't want is the Lings getting us around, because that is just devastating, especially with that speed upgrade. But right now we could see a slight harassment as this medivac is set here. So possibly take out that Overlord and then move into the main base, and we see Jinro moving out into the middle. Both players pretty even supply, although Nestea suddenly just shot up 20 supply with these 32 Lings. Jesus Christ, he is really loving the Linglings. Hello Linglings, I'm gonna come get you. And Bailings have arrived. Very nice. Mixing up with the Bailings. We did see the Bailingness earlier, so of course Bailings are going to be on the way. Bait and bust all over your face is not a very nice thing, I can tell you from experience, and these mutalisks are just going to be moving in here, but there are enough Marines here to deal with this, so Nestea is going to be forced to retreat. I feel like we do have a super epic game on our hands, guys, and it is exciting. There are 4 bases right now. Actually, yeah, 4 bases for Nestea. Jinro's still on 3, but I don't see a command center on the way yet. But this little death ball is going to be moving out. And those here are going to be moving out as well. So nice unit composition here for Jinro, I think, but Nestea as well. So I would say it's actually super even at the moment. If we're looking at the units killed, favoring Jinro, that's because of that early harassment, but also because Lings just count for a tight load or a tit load of units killed. Right now, he is probably going to do a scan, take out some of these creep tumors. As you can see there, actually, he's just going to check out this army, and just Louise, that is a lot of Zerglings and Bailings. This is gonna be goddamn epic as they run in. Whoa, I might just full screen this here. And the Bailings, oh, the Lings are gonna get us around. Oh my god, it's terrible. The muta's gonna get right there. Bailings are busting all over your face, and suddenly Jinro's supply has just completely dissipated as units killed there for Nestea, 113, having shot up hugely. Oh my god, that was definitely favoring Nestea, and he's going to be moving out now after the back of that successful. I mean, I thought that battle would last for at least, you know, a minute, man. But the Bailings, man, they just got in there, and Bailings, when they get up close and in your face, and you're a Marine, you are gonskis, man. You are definitely not going to last. So what what Nestea has right now, I feel like, is a better unit composition for what Jinro has, as you just saw what happens when Bailings, Lings, and Mutas go up against Siege Tanks, Marines, and a couple of Medivacs and some Thors. So, I don't know, is Jinro going to mix it up? Right now he has 2-3 coming on the way. Zerg, where are your upgrades at, brah? 2-1 and 2 attack for the Mutas. Attack's always more important for Mutas. It's just how it is, brah. It's just how it is. I don't know why I'm talking like this. I feel like this is a slow moment in the game, so I'm just going to do a husky impersonation. Hello everybody, this is H to the Yesky, and I have a very exciting game here for you guys. That's my husky impersonation. Nestea blocked there. I feel like maybe there was an overlord harassment or something. Oh, there we go, a drop. Almost missed that with my awesome commentary skills. But these mutas are very mobile and they're very useful at deflecting sheet like that. So, oh gad, mum, stop complaining about the sound. I feel like a pathetic teenager right now. Double drops actually going on. So yeah, but hey ho, do not want these Marines, man. They are brave. Ooh, nice work there from Jinro, dropping them down on the low ground. But these mutas are here as well. So, ooh, we can see that these Marines are not going to last very long. Not long indeed. And if we look at the APM for Jinro, it would have spiked back then, but I slightly missed it, so that's alright. Look at this map, man. Look at all those babies. Look at Jinro. Look at Jinro's map kind of view compared to IMNestea's. He just can't. He can see about a quarter of the map, whereas IMNestea, he can see at least half the map right now, and he does have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and possibly 6 expansions at the moment. Actually, that's not an expansion. He just has 5 expansions. That's just a shite load of Zerglings. And here come the Marines, continually pushing forward. But I feel like Nestea still has a huge advantage here. He's got a lead in the supply. His unit composition is favorable. His micro is pretty much epic. So the Bailings are going to be getting in there. They are going to be busting on your siege tanks, and your Marines are just going to fall to pieces. And then the mutas are just there kind of as backup. And also they're super mobile, so they can kind of deal with any drops that Jinro has. But right now they are going to be overextending just a little bit. Doesn't really manage to get too many kills there. And these siege tanks, ooh, they're going to be trying to get these Bailings before they get up close. But is it going to happen, man? Bailings are pretty speedy. He does have the upgrade for Bailing speed as well. And you do see level 3 flying attack, level 1 mechanic, more medivacs on the way. What is this? Great Aspire. Ooh, and 7 Corruptors. I don't know why he's... Oh, he's gonna go Broodlords. Very nice, very nice. Broodlords are devastating against this unit competition, because basically the only thing you can have to deal with them is your Marines. But your Marines are just going to get completely bang busted in the face, and then the Broodlords are just going to completely devastate your siege tanks, and they are going to be sieging up those, so Nestea is going to be backing out here. Notice this back and forth, guys, because this is crucial. I mean, one wrong click from Nestea here, and he could lose, like, most of these Lings / all of these Bailings, but this expansion is going to be going down. Bailey's rolling it. Oh, he manages to lift off the command center just in time, and this missile turret is going to be doing some damage, but the Bailings decide to move on to the tanks anyway, and unfortunately for Jinro, medivacs do not heal tanks, so he will have to drop some mules or get an SCV there if he wants to repair those tanks. But yeah, let's just have a look at the income tab here, favoring Nestea because he is a master macroer. Look at the supply tab, favoring Nestea because he is a master microer. So you're the best, no one ever can tell you no. Yeah, that's right. That's what Nestea is singing to himself right now, because Jinro is between a rock and a Thor, which is a hard place, Cool story, bro. I'm just gonna stop now, but Jinro, yeah, his income is not good. If you actually look at his resources, he is not doing too well. And this base is gonna be taken out, whereas Nestea has about 1 billion minerals, so he can make just about 1 billion lings at any time he wants. But he is gonna go on and get more upgrades and more corruptors and get some brood lords, because as I said, brood lords are completely devastating against this composition. Jinro does have a Thor here, a Thor here, all to try and deal with this, but it's only one Thor, and that is about 7 broodlords. So even freaking infestors throwing in. So Nestea is really kind of doing everything you can as a Zerg player, but Jinro is desperately going to be trying to drop in his Marines to try and deal with this huge income discrepancy. But I feel like it's a too little, a too late, and Nestea is very good at dealing with these, as his army is so mobile. Look at this. They just, mutas just fly on over, take out these Marines. Corruptors are going to be able to take out these medivacs. And boom, dealt with like a boss. So Nestea, man, you can throw him. I don't even know how to explain. Like you can do anything. You can warp shit in if you're Protoss. You can drop your medivacs, and he'd just be like, "Come at me, come at me, come get me, come get me." Because he is just gonna freaking clean you up. And right now I feel like Jinro has way too many tanks and not enough Marines, because Nestea's army, as you saw before, is predominantly airborne with these broodlords, a bunch of mutalisks as well, and a bunch of corruptors. It's actually all air. He's stopped producing links entirely, even though he has about 1 billion minerals. So yeah, bye tanks is what I can say. And this poor little Thor is going down. Fungal's going down, even though they're completely unnecessary. And he's going to be trying saving these 8 Marines, dropping them over here. But god damn, Nestea, you're just such a good player. And I mean, you guys might be watching this thinking, you know, Jinro's unit composition isn't right. Finally, he's going to get some Vikings to counter that air. But you know what, guys? Jinro is an awesome player. He's done well in the GSLs. Arguably, he's done the best of any foreign player up until recently, probably Stefano or someone in the GSL. So he is a really good player. But damn it, Nestea is probably the best player in the world, and this is why. Because you can throw something at him, you can throw another thing, and he will just counter it completely. He will just own you. And right now, I'm going to full screen this, because we are about to see the broodlords, the infestors, the corruptors completely annihilate this little army. And I do say little in comparison to this. Look at these broodlords. They're so chilled. They just know they're so baller. They just slowly move on up and like creep on up onto you, and they just put, oh, but the Vikings only coming in to try and counter them, but there are not nearly enough Vikings here, and they're going to be easily cleaned up by the mutas. And the broodlords are like, oh, and there is the G, the good, or the game. Who knows? Or maybe Jinro was just so sad that he did not have the energy left to ride in another G. But yeah, guys, like I said, Nestea, best player in the world, and this is why. There is another game between these two guys, so go ahead and comment down below and say, sound StarCraft, or James, that's actually my real name, hey ho. Oh, sorry guys, it's what I am, and I'm dying here, I'm dying. But yeah, let me know if you do want to see that next game, Game 2, and I will cast it for you, because I love you guys. I do. And I've told you that a million times before. Look at this 100 supply discrepancy. He had tight all income. This guy had about 7,000 minerals. So basically, it was GG about 10 minutes ago, but still a pretty epic game, pretty fun to watch. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I certainly did, and I'll see you guys. Oh wait, oh sorry. Please subscribe. That's the last thing. I always forget to say that. I'll see you guys next time.